Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at how we can finish this year strong through rest. Yes, you heard me right, rest. And I know you're thinking this is not the time for resting. I have to finish the year strong. I have so many unfinished projects that I need to catch up on. I need to evaluate my life, take stock, set goals, make plans. I have new visions and dreams. So resting at this time of the year is a no-no. Now, the reason why we think this way is because we often equate being busy with productivity, and we limit rest to only mean sleep, dropping everything and just sleeping for days and weeks and watching TV. Now, if that was the case, then this would be one of those years that very few people are going to complain of being exhausted, because we have gotten some level of extra sleep and rest. But unfortunately, this year has equally left a lot of people mentally, emotionally, and spiritually dry and exhausted. So don't be afraid. Rest is not weakness, it is strength. It is not you giving up, it is surrendering to the master planner. Rest is not a breaking down, it is a building up. It is not depression, rest is peace. It is not limited to sleep. You can still work from the place of rest. I say this because rest for you this season could just mean to strike off some things from your to-do list altogether, never to put them back again. Look at your to-do list, to have list, to be list, and find out what are the motivating factors behind those things. Does it come from peer pressure? Selfish desires? Is it me, myself, and I? Someone once said that if God were to answer all of your prayers right now the way that you want them, will any of those answers benefit somebody else except you? For another person, rest could mean having some things wait for later. What is it that is stealing and sapping your energy right now that could wait for a later time? I used to find it very difficult to let things wait. When I've planned something for a day, I want everything done, and I will just keep going into the middle of the night. And if there was a way for me to stretch that 24 hours, add a little, half an hour to it, I would really want to do that. But some things can really wait for later. And unfortunately, we're living in a time that we are being made to feel that if we wait, if we take breaks, the world will just go and leave us behind. So we just keep pushing things until we experience burnouts. That's why I mentioned earlier that rest is surrender. Trusting in the master planner, that if there was a need for a break, for a detour, for a stop, I'm trusting that he who began the good work in me, he is going to bring it to completion, and I'm going to bear fruit in season. For one person, rest could mean cutting off from that extensive socializing and paying more attention to those already existing relationships, building it, giving it more value and importance in your life. And yet for another person who has already been so drowned in their world, maybe it's time for them to start socializing, reconnecting with friends and family. It's very easy to get caught up with life and get cut off from important people in your life. That has happened to me some seasons, busy seasons, and I have to stop and say, hey, I need to reconnect. So I don't know what you want to do this season. Maybe you want to make phone calls. It could be sending some emails. It could be sending greeting cards. Whatever you want to do, maybe this season rest for you could be sitting back and just reconnecting. Now, this last but one form of rest is one that I think we all need. We need to pull back from doing too much and take time for self-care. Now, this is not being selfish. This is not encouraging you to be so self-absorbed. But if you are the head of a company, a business, a church, head of a home, you're the breadwinner to a very big family, you're a writer, a content creator, a parent with very young kids, it's very important to take time to replenish. You cannot pour out of an empty cup. There are so many simple things that you can do to replenish, even with the lockdown. Find things that are personally refreshing for you. Recently, we've been going out on night rides with the kids. We talk, we laugh, we get some fresh air, and we enjoy the night lights. And we come back home feeling really refreshed. Crafting and DIY is also a very therapeutic thing for me. Be it by myself or with my kids, I just enjoy it. Besides, I was not really in the mood for a lot of decorating this Christmas, so we just dug into old decorations. We switched a few things here and there, added some DIY, and called it a day. Honestly, it was more about enjoying the process and creating those memories than it was about the decorations. Yes, my kids, they enjoyed the decorations, the lights, and all that, but I needed that therapeutic effect or therapeutic experience of crafting and DIY. What I'm trying to do now is to be more consistent with my sleep schedule, regular exercise, and I'll be trying out some new recipes from my favorite cookbooks. Dear friends, there are so many simple things we can do to replenish that fit our unique situations. But above all, there is a best way to replenish. Now, talking about the best way to replenish, that brings us to the last and most important form of rest, which is resting in the presence of the Lord. Through prayers and meditation, keep your fellowship with God alive. In His presence, there is joy. In His presence, there is peace. In His presence, you find new strength. Isaiah chapter 40, 30 to 31 says that even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So it's okay. Let us walk, let us run, let us mount up with wings as eagles. Let's fight the good fight. Let's run the race to finish this year strong, to begin the new year even stronger. But we can do so from the place of rest. So let's share. How do you plan to carry out this week's challenge? How do you plan to finish this year strong through rest? Please share with me in the comment section below. And thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next video.